How we constantly innovate is we engage with our customers. We go out and we ask the customers and say, have you got some suggestions for new donuts? Is there flavours you'd like? We take on board their ideas. And when we create new flavours, we often use our customers to name the donuts. And they come up with some of the coolest names. And that's been part of our story. Doughnut Time began from a tiny hole-in-the-wall store 18 months ago in Brisbane. We literally started in the doorway of a pizza store, and we had this tiny little space. And I'd come back from a trip from the US, and I'd seen a concept for a donut shop, and I'd seen people just lining up. And I thought, wow, I have a similar space for that in Brisbane. We grew really quickly. We opened up now nearly 30 stores. Every day we make thousands of donuts. We probably make something like well over 150,000 donuts a week in Australia. They're all handmade. We have them in kitchens in each of the cities, and then we deliver them to the store every few hours. We deliver fresh product into the stores. The reaction of people that, as we've gone around Australia and opened up these stores, it's just been a phenomenal journey. I remember we opened our first store in Sydney City, and I was so nervous. We had 1 week to open up, and that was a challenge. I remember just sitting there and just moments before, it was nerve-wracking, and just thinking, would anyone come? Will anyone turn up? And I hadn't slept the night before. I was so stressed out by this, and just that whole moment when you turned around and you just saw hundreds of people lining up for Doughnut Time. It just felt amazing that, what we'd created, that people were listening to our brand. People were obviously following us on social media. People knew that we were coming to town. It was a really amazing feeling. We take nothing for granted, and I think we talk to the customers. We really engage with the Doughnut Time customers, and we basically go out to them, on social media particularly, and we ask, what flavours, what names. We involve them. We show them the behind-the-scenes processes of making the donuts. And I think if you give people that whole story and that whole journey, they really just want to be involved. Our core brand values when we started, and still is, we make a fresh product. We don't put preservative in it. We keep really authentic. Our toppings are all over the top. As we've got bigger, we haven't compromised on quality. If anything, the toppings have got more outrageous, and we've made the product better. Obviously, focus on your product. Have a point of difference in the market, and then focus on the little things that customers experience, like packaging. That's an experience. Look at your stores and create something that people want to go there. And look at it's often those little things that become the big things for customers. I always live in the fear of becoming yesterday's man, and I think that's what keeps you as a business, as an entrepreneur, on edge all the time. You always have to be mindful of what customers are saying, what they're doing. This is my challenge. We're striving to constantly make sure that our product's always in the minds of customers. Every week we're releasing 2 new flavours. And I think this is sort of, all these kind of things kind of help keep our product relevant. I don't think we'd ever diversify beyond doing donuts. I mean, I'm a big believer in keeping it simple, and that's what we're about. So I think don't confuse the customers. Stick to your core, and I think that's really the success. Deep down, I'm a dreamer, and I want to keep creating something, and that's what keeps driving me.
Hey, thanks for dropping by the KBB YouTube channel. If you want a whole lot more where this came from, press the subscribe button, and it will open a Pandora's box of great videos that not only are educational, full of great advice, but also really inspiring. Just what we need as small business owners.